Hey Sagittarius, and welcome to your tarot love reading. Sagittarius, I'm looking at your first card here, and you kind of see it here, right? I could begin to understand why you're watching tarot. I'll just give you a better view of that card. It's a Nine of Wands in reverse. A lot of times I'll label this card the Wounded Warrior card. It's just a label. But we're going to see why that's showing up in your reading, Sagittarius. And then we might get further understanding of why you're here watching tarot too. But before I dive into that, I just want to make an announcement that for the rest of this year of 2020, I'm going to give membership to TFU if you join this month of December. A free membership for the first month of 2021, so January. So if you want to take advantage of that, you can definitely do that, Sagittarius. That's where I host Twin Talk too, is on TFU on Discord. So if you want to be part of that, that's definitely how you can take part of that too, Sagittarius. With that being said, I'm just going to draw 6 cards altogether. So 5 more cards for you, Sagittarius. See what brings you to tarot today. I mean, I can see why, but I'm going to draw the rest of your cards for you, Sagittarius, before we jump right in. This is really interesting, Sagittarius. So, Sagittarius, let's start off on a keynote here, okay, Sagittarius? We already talked about, well, not so much in this reading for you, Sagittarius, but, you know, if you're looking for confirmation, not that I'm confirming anybody's connection here on a general reading, but if this is resonating for you, and you're looking for a confirmation, this might be the confirmation you're seeking for yourself. But if you're showing up as a twin flame, twin soul, whatever other title you want to throw on there, Sagittarius, mirrored souls, all alike. It all means the same thing, to be honest with you. Different title, same connection. So Sagittarius, you're looking back on a past dispute you had with your person. And you actually feeling, oh man, you both are wounded from this. It's not like one is more wounded than another. I think your person wants to apologize to you. I never actually really see that in these readings, because I know a lot of people are wanting apologies from the person because of past disputes. I never ever encourage anybody to wait on an apology, because you should just continue on your life and making the most of it all the time. It doesn't matter what experience that you have in your connection, because this connection is based on no conditions. So we're going to experience a lot of things in our life just to show us that no matter what, the connection is there. And it can feel very painful at times, especially when it comes to endings, especially when there are endings involving this disputes, right? But then you're put into a time that you're alone so you can figure out who you are. Because right now, you're not even understanding who you are, which makes you almost defensive. Well, I should say you are defensive, because you might think that other people are judging you because you don't understand yourself. And so when people talk to you, you become defensive because it triggers you. It only triggers you because you're not connected to who you are. That's what I'm also seeing in this Ten of Swords, that ending. You're not understanding who you are. All swords are driving into you. You're trying to understand the truth, but when you do, it hurts. Because you don't feel even connected to yourself when you do that. That's why you become very defensive. And that's what probably triggers this spat with your person. It all serves a purpose though, Sagittarius. It all serves a purpose because when we have this connection with a person, right? It's a heightened connection. If you really want this passionate connection that we have with a person, we also have to have, because we live in a dualistic world, for one thing. If we want this heightened connection that we do, we also have to have the mirrored part of it. That's what we call it, mirrored souls. The mirrored aspect of it. Those things that are painful. Because we wouldn't appreciate this connection if we didn't experience the other side of it, the duality of it that causes pain. And a lot of times, us who resonate in this connection have to experience the low of the low to experience the high of the high. To have that balance. If you look at that yin and yang, it's balanced, right? And it balances out because the light is supported by the dark and vice versa. Dark is supported by the light. The shadow aspect of us and the light aspect of us. It balances each other out. So we're not too much light and we're not too much dark. Because we do live in a dualistic world. So we do have to find a balance in that. And a balance is needed to be with a person. So we have to experience things like this so we can have this. Notice that you're surrounded by all this stuff, but your inner child is going to show your way out. Your inner child is going to show you your way out. Yeah, you're going to have to go through walls and tower moments. A lot of people might even seem defensive, keeping you from getting to where you want to be. You want to be at the apex of those mountains, right? Be on top. Feel like you're on top of the world. And your inner child is going to show you how to get there. But you have to connect to your inner child. And right now, I'm working on some meditations. And one of those meditations does include inner child stuff. But it's in sequences. And it's in the meditations that I create music for too. And music is just a frequency. Those frequencies are going to help you connect to parts of you that you may not have been able to connect to. It's just things that I'm being really led to help people when they do their inner work. There's a lot of material out there on how to do inner work. But sometimes when we're using that material, we're not connecting to that aspect that we want to because we have blocks within us. So those frequencies are going to help us get by those blocks because those blocks are really created by our own ego. And that music doesn't care about your ego. It's just a frequency. It's going to help you connect to the parts of you that you're blocked from. That's your biggest challenge. Especially when you're wounded. When you have wounds within you, those wounds are going to keep you from being connected. Because it doesn't feel too good when you go inwards. That's what's keeping you separated from your person is those wounds, right? You're seeking out knowledge. That's why Tree Life is there. You seek out knowledge, how to heal that aspect of yourself so you can connect to your inner child and actually have that union with your person that your soul are focused on and wanting for your own life. Of course you are. Of course you are. It's a wonderful connection. It doesn't go anywhere. It's always there. It's one thing you can always rely on is that connection. Well, Sagittarius, I love you a lot, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.